Hey everyone, how's it going?
Good.
Don't you just love Realms Mode, this Ruby community? Yes, okay, perfect. Because I love it. I love Ruby communities and I love Ruby events, and I go to all of them. And I think us as a community and as an ecosystem are better if we do this. So we gotta go back to our offices and get those people from their comfy chairs to get the more commute, the more events like these. So I wanted to make communities a little conferences a little bit better. I want to make the attendance a little bit funner. And I got in touch with Amanda and I told her like, hey, I want to make this cool like little notebook where you can like write down just from Grails or you can write down the things that you learned from your talks and the people you met and everything. Then we started talking like, hey, maybe it would be cool if you take this notebook from one place to another, from one event to another. And then I think we had one of those movie moments when we both in the same time said, I know, let's make a Ruby freaking passport. And then we talked and had quite a few ideas, some not very good, but some really landed in this passport. Amanda had a very good time organizing the embassy, which is you go outside at the end of the hallway and where the studio is, and you should go then to actually get your photo taken and information put down and register your passport and claim it. The embassy folks are actually Amanda's parents and friends, so you have to be nice to them, even if they are not nice to you. So we had a few prototypes, a few backs and forth with the print shop and everything, but we ended up with this nice, beautiful thing. The cover is 350 grams per square meter. It has this nice soft touch applied to it, and of course this beautiful magnesium gold folio that you can like see in the video. Uh, Sir, Adrian, real gold, of course. And it has 48 pages, 34 of which are for stamps and 8 are for notes, but you can use them however you want. We don't have a passport police or anything like that. The last page is reserved for Ravo because we could make this financially feasible without it. So we'll read about it. The first page is for your information, where you have your photo and your personal information. Then you will have a special QR code for your password. Each password has a unique QR code assigned to it. And on the second page, you'll have a checklist. So the first thing is marked off because you have your passport already, and the rest you can do it by yourself. So we knew we want to make each one unique and have its own QR code. But then, I know you started thinking, and what if you could like, tap on it and actually do something, or other people can tap on it. So it has a built-in RFC, RFID tag inside. So on NFC, doesn't work on my end because I want do not disturb. So just 2 weeks before the event, I said, okay, we're gonna have the special chip inside, and I thought it's gonna be like a very little work, like 2 or 3 hours of me and some friends, got some over pizzas at my place, and here are some photos. The first one is the first day with my sister. Then the next two are my sister with her boyfriend, and then the third day is me and a friend, and then the next day me and a friend and my brother. So it took a long time to do this, and I don't want to eat pizza anymore. So then we knew we wanted to have a digital component to it, and immediately our minds raced to the events, and Adrian and Marco, and it was just a perfect fit. We have all the events there, so why not have the profiles there as well? So I got in touch with Marco, and at the end, they were very happy to do that. We needed a way to claim the passport, so you have them in real life, but you want to have them in digital, like linked together as well. So luckily, RubyEvents.org is an open source app, and I went in and I pushed a PR. And what it basically does, it's mostly like one route that goes to profile/connect and a special ID, which sends to this ugly partial. It does a lot of if else because you might be logged in, maybe not, maybe you have no code, maybe you need one, maybe it's a valid code, maybe it's already claimed by somebody else, and if it has the oldest conditionals. So whenever you tag your phone or scan the QR code, you will be redirected to this claiming page. More things are going to come. Damn it. So after I talked to Adrian, he told me he's working on this feature about attending conferences. So if you have a profile of the events, you can click a button and attend a conference. And that, again, I started thinking, and it wasn't good. So I said, what if we could have a way at the conference where the conference organizers can, verify your attendance? And that's exactly what we did. We have at the embassy a special, like we have two devices at the end where you can scan your QR code, and then you'll have a verified attendance to the very first event where you could have like a Ruby passport. So it's a nice way to start this journey. That app was byte coded in basically one prompt. I did basically vibe code another one for the NFC chip. I went to hardware native. That took a few more prompts, but it's almost there. This is a video of you scanning the code and receiving a thanks. So what next? You want to get the Ruby passport in the hands of everybody. This is starting up at these three conferences: Rails World, Friendly RV, and Europa. So next week and then the week after that. And then if you're a conference organizer, get in touch with us. We have everything you need. You can send passports, information about the stamps. We even have photo booth software. So you bring a camera and the printer. You could have your own, cheap photo booth to have a nice way to actually print these photos. If you're a guest at the conference, definitely have this with you. Place it near your actual passport, but don't mix them up. I wouldn't want you to go out and tweeting like Adrian from Avo, make me late to my plane. That's Avon. That's what HQ. If you want to do that, just letting you know. So yeah, at each event you'll be able to get a stamp and scan your passport and get like very much attendance. And ideas are much appreciated, most welcome. Then feedback is much appreciated, and I hope you're gonna have like a nicer in real life experience and conference using this passport. Thank you so much.
Jadi dah free pen dalam sentuhnya. Wah.
And be able to and then give this link to us.
Hello. So I present today Ruby events, what's new and what's coming up. So Adrian, thank you for the introduction of Ruby events and the connection with the passport. We'll talk about this, of course. Very quickly, Adrian Foley, I'm CTO at Plume. It's an app, an educational app for children, and I do a bit of open source contribution too. 2 years ago, I started a project called Ruby Video that was indexing Ruby events, Ruby videos. And at the same time, Marco was also maintaining web conference. This year, that's a new thing. We merged the project together. For 2 years, Marco has been investing a lot of time into Ruby Video. So we merged it into a bigger platform called Ruby Events, where we are really merging the two projects and a lot of content. We have 4 goals for this platform. The first is to make it easy to find any related information about Ruby events, whether it's a past event and you want to search for talks or speakers or sponsors, or it's a future event and you need to get the details and so on. We like to make it look nice. So we try our best to take the digital assets of the events and to put them into a nice way so that it looks nice. We also try our best to create a website that is up to our standard in terms of the front end, and that looks nice. We are not front end designer, but we try our best to maintain the certain level of quality, because I think this serve also as a kind of a showcase of a Rails application. The third point is that we support Ruby events and the community to host events. If this can help them, we have several features coming up in what's next that will help organizers to create events. And we want it to be also a way for people to keep coming to real events. And this link with the the passport is a real nice example of how we can mix digital and physical activities. So what's new? Well, as Adrian said before, we are introducing the Ruby profile and the connection with the passcode. Before that, on Ruby events, only speakers had a profile. Now, whoever signed on Ruby events can create his Ruby profile, his Ruby identity. So you'll get a page, and this page will be enhanced by several things, including whether you activated, you claim your passport, the event you attended to, and we have several other features coming. So here's the example of Adrian. He has his little badge that says that he claimed his profile. He has his little badge that says that he claimed his passport. And you can do the same. Just scan your passport, do a GitHub authentication, and you're done. Attendees. You can mark also with this, when you visit an event, you have this button, add to my event, and that will add the events to the list of events to attend. So here's my example. I'm not a speaker. I didn't spoke to any major event, so I'm not a reference speaker on Ruby events, not like Marco, of course. Now I can have my profile on the Ruby events with the 3 events that I attended in the past. Collectibles. So we are introducing some collectibles. So when you go to some events, we have made some stickers for some events. Not all yet, but we are working on the asset. So the more events you attend, the more stickers you will be able to get on your profile. So this is Marco. Of course, Marco is in another league, like he's, of course, in the championship league. I'm not, maybe have 1 or 2 stickers, but it's collectibles. You start somewhere. Sponsors, they are always important to events. So we thought that we wanted to give them also a nice place on the site. So now you can, for each event, see the sponsors. And this acts like the memory also of all of the events we had in the Ruby world. This feature was actually developed in a hackathon. I think it was at RailsConf in the US. So quite nice contribution from the community. This year also 2 native apps that launched, one for iOS. That is live. You can download it from the website. It's built with Hotwire Native. It's open source. So it serves also as an example of a real app using Turbo Native. And there is coming soon the Android version. If you are on Android, come and say hi. We need some beta testers. We need a certain amount of testers to test the app to get it approved. And once it's approved, then it will be easier for us. What's next? Definitely the Ruby profile will be enhanced with more functionality, the ability for you to personalize more the content, to get more collectibles to enrich your profile. Here are a few examples of stamps that Malfo did. So whenever you visited a country, either as a speaker or as an attendee, then you will get a stamp. That will be somehow the digital version of the official stamp that you would get when you have your passport stamp in an embassy. And if you have a verified attendance to a conference, you will get this little chip from the certifier Avon. Then we'll get also some badge, some stamps, whether you speak at a meetup, whether you contributing to Ruby events, all kind of things. I think we'll get one if you're using your Marchi also, probably. We're working also on doing more search capabilities so that it's
always easier to find. We have the transcript. We are doing full text search. It's not yet always easy to facet the search and so on. So that's things that we are working on. But the goal is always to make it easy to search whatever content you're looking for a specific thematic program. For conference organizer, we are looking at adding features to help you maybe do call for papers or whatever backend you need, or manage your event, upload some photos of your events so that you're creating a memory of your event for the future. If you have any other ideas about this project, please come to talk to us, either Marco or me. Even Adrian, he's quite aware now of the project. And the project is open source. Feel free to contribute, to look at the code, and to get in touch.